This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports here, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Hey, what's up, Sports to the Bone family? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. Alright, so in this video, we're gonna talk about an interview that I heard with Nicholas Pooran. Right, he was talking about some of the decisions that were made, and he was explaining to us, you know, why we lost the game and where we need to improve and all of that. We also see Andy Roberts, former West Indies pace bowler. You know, I read an article where he was saying that, you know, we must not only blame Phil Simmons. So I have the article here. I'm gonna read it for you guys. But we're going to start off with the interview that Nicholas Pooran gave, because some interesting things stood out. You know, one of the first questions that he was asked is, you know, why is it that they decided to go with the spinners that early and took off the pacers, especially seeing that the pacers did extremely well in the game before. No, his answer is I find it a bit weird, because he said that the pacers didn't get any wicket early up, and we're talking about after Sheldon Cottrell bowling 1 over for 6 runs and Jason Holder bowling 1 over for 1 run, right? So after 2 overs they only had 7 runs, and he was saying that they didn't get any wicket early up, and because of the breeze they thought it would have been the best option to go with the spinners, to put on Akil Hussain and Fabian Allen, especially seeing that those, you know, Allen would have bowled 2 good overs the game before, and Hussain, he has been very good. But I am still not convinced, my viewers and subscribers. In the watch along that I did yesterday, I spoke about it. I was saying that I wouldn't have changed Jason Holder. I would have given him 2 and probably Cottrell 2, you know, because it's limited over cricket. If you can get 4 overs in for under 20 runs, that is good. You understand? Because as I said, Cottrell first over gave away 6, Holder first over gave away 1. And then they made the decision to take them off and put on 2 spinners. And we all saw how that turned out. But Pooran said that, you know, it's a different day, it's different conditions. So because Jason Holder bowled well yesterday doesn't necessarily mean that things would have gone well for him today. So they decided that they were going to experiment, and they thought that would have been the best way to go. Right, and we all saw how that went. Now, he also, the interviewer also asked him about Odin Smith, and why is it that he would have only bowled an over in the thing so far. And he was saying that, you know, Pollard started bowling, felt good, was bowling well, and he was able to both 3 overs. I think it was 3 overs cheaply. Right, so the interviewer proceeded to ask him, seeing that Odin Smith did not bowl, do you think that we are bowling we are playing a batsman short? Could we have played a batsman in his position? Pooran was saying that right now, you know, Odin is an all-rounder and he's a power hitter for the team. So if it is the case that he's not required, you understand, to bowl, then we expect him to come in and hit the ball well and basically help us where the scoring of the runs is concerned. You know, so that would be just a next power hitter instead of a specialist batsman, because he wasn't required to bowl. And Pooran said it. He said that he wasn't tactical or anything. You know, it's just that he wasn't required, because, as I said, Pollard found a groove and was bowling well. You understand? So yeah, that is what Pooran had to say. You know, he was saying that it's just the batsmen, the top part of the batsmen, they need to sort of take more responsibility, try and score runs, and these are the things that we always say. Once they lose, we always say the same thing. So I don't know why is it that these guys keep on doing interviews. It better they don't do any interview after the games, because majority of the time is the same thing over and over, and it's not improving. You understand? According to him, you know, in the latter part we saw some fight. I agree. Hussain and Shepherd, they really put in some fight, and we ended up losing the game by a run. You know, he basically said that kudos to them. You know, and both men have been working on their batting, that is Shepherd and Hussain. You know, he even spoke about the fact that Hussain, you know, on several occasions would have batted at number 11 for the team, and he's now proving that he's not a number 11 batsman. So it might be a case where Hussein will now be labelled as an all-rounder. If he plays another innings like this, he will be making the team as an all-rounder, not as a specialist spinner. You understand? So that is the thing, because he's in there as a specialist bowler, and he ends up always have to be doing it. Well, he had to try and do the job of the batsman yesterday. So they might soon label him as an all-rounder, power hitting all-rounder. According to him, with Shepherd and Hussein batting that deep and showing guts, I think the best way to show the strength of the team is for a complete performance and to win games. Win consecutive games. You understand? That is how you show strength of team. In my opinion, at least. I am known Puran. He is at the highest level, so you would know. But I am thinking that you need to string wins together, put wins together, get good performances. That is how you show the strength of your team. You don't show the strength of your team by the top order failing right through, and then the lower middle order try and pull off some miracle. It shows that you might have a long batting lineup, but it doesn't mean that the team in itself is strong, because the top order guy is not doing anything. So I don't know. I don't know at all. He basically reviewed also the way in which some of the guys got out. Said that King, unfortunate based on the LBW there, Hope with the run out and himself with the shot. Once again the same sort of things where the so-called specialist batsmen are concerned. They keep on getting out in some ways that it's really weird. That's all I can say. Some of the ways that these guys get out is really weird. And I know if you're going up against good teams, then good teams, if a team is better than you, majority of the time they will beat you. But at least, good gosh, man, let them work for it. Let them work for it. That is what I'm thinking. Let them work for it, man. You understand? He encouraged Hussein and Shepherd to continue their hard work, because they will probably need to win games like this for us in the future. So I am hoping that the batsmen will start winning the games. That where the batting is concerned. That is what I want to see. I can't bother with this sort of business that these guys going on with and talking about the strength of the team and the depth of the team and all of that. You have to win the games, and then you can say the team is strong. You have to win the game. When you have one man or two men going out there and trying something and trying to hit you to victory, that doesn't necessarily mean the team in itself is strong. You have a one or two man that going to try to play superhero. We need complete performance, just as how we got complete performance in the first game. Those are the sort of situations, those are the sort of ways that we want to see West Indies performance. So we want to see West Indies perform. So as much as I am a fan of Nicholas Pooran, I think he really talked some madness in this interview still. Because I don't know on earth you can be losing games and talking about the strength of the team. But we go again Wednesday, my viewers and subscribers, and we are hoping that we'll be able to take a 2-1 lead in the series. But who to tell? Let us watch and see. This is West Indies we are talking about, and they won the first game comprehensively. So we know that some madness was going to come, and we saw it last night. So that is basically it in terms of the interview that Nicholas Pooran did. Now there's an article here on the Sportsmax website, and it is saying not all Phil's fault. Former West Indies fast bowler insists batsmen's flaws must be addressed at lower levels. Right? Legendary West Indies fast bowler Sir Andy Roberts insists all the team's shortcomings at the crease should not be blamed on coaches at the senior team level. Right? As overall, more work needs to put in the developing the region players. So Andy Roberts talking what you already know. We need to develop the regional players. We need them to do this. We need them to do that. But at the same time, they might be dominating at the regional. Well, we don't have anybody dominating at the regional level, but we still need the coach to sort of guide and help tweak certain things. He's saying that on the back of a historic shock loss to Ireland, their most recent international one-day series, the team's performance have come under the microscope once again, as we know, and that bad game that we had against England yesterday. Now, Andy Roberts is quoted as saying, and I quote, "For what it is now, I don't think I would blame the coach alone. because of the low quality of our players coming out of the region, right? That is what he had to say. He was actually on the Mason and Guest program, Mason and Guest radio show, and he had that to say. He went on to say that we have to put some emphasis on the coaches from our lower levels coming up, because that is where you learn the skills of batting, because most focus today is on the batting. I read where the captain said that the West Indies has batting problem. Well, has a batting problem, but we have been having a batting problem for years. We want to blame others at the top when when it is a problem that comes from the lower, well, when the problem comes from the lower level. So this is not something that is strange to us. We know this, but what are we going to do to fix it? What are we going to do to fix it? And here what I say, I am not saying that Coach Phil Simmons should be blamed alone, but this is it. Some of these guys, they came through, they did well at the junior level, at the under 19 level, they did well. When they started off, they were doing well. So obviously something is wrong in the senior program then. I understand that if you develop a man at the junior level, then more than likely he will manage when it comes time for the senior level. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know if it is a mind thing, because the way in which some of these guys get out, it's not like they are being outfoxed. It's not like they're getting deliveries that they cannot play. So I would probably blame the technical aspect. If you see guys getting the half stump knocked out all the time, because they are standing and not getting close to the ball, if ball swinging and beating them and they are not covering it. But these guys mostly get out hitting the ball in the air. That is the thing. These guys get out hitting the ball in the air. I know it has to do with their whole it has to do with technique also, but it's decision making, because we see these guys play some shots, some wonderful shots. When they are playing balls on the merit, it looks really good and they look good. But when it comes on to hitting the ball, man, some of these guys hit the ball in the air for fun. You understand? And when we look at it, we see that if they are playing balls on the merit, they look good. So it is a decision making that is the thing. You understand? And if a youth coach teach a man how to bat and how to apply himself when certain ball is being bowled, then the player need to go out there and remain focused and make sure that he's concentrating on what is happening. You understand? But it's all left to be seen how this series will go, because it doesn't get any easier. After England comes India, and I think we're going there. So it's going to be our next problem for us, my viewers and subscribers. So we're just going to keep looking at it, and every time we have a game, we are probably going to have conversations like these, because it's the same issues over and over. But we're going to leave this one right here for now, Zane. So let's go and big up on yourself, my wonderful peeps. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. Also, leave a like and drop a comment. Zane, I'm out. Big up on yourself.